getting you up close to your favorite artists, getting you the info that you want to know, and giving you the chance to ask your questions live. This is another Energy Artist Connection.
I love that picture you had, that profile picture.
The cat playing the banjo?
Yeah, I really liked it.
Hey,
how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, doing good.
So first and foremost, that fridge behind you is stunning.
Thank you. It's not sponsored, but if we can get it to where I can get a sponsor deal of those things, no,
Absolutely.
They look amazing. I fell in
Yeah.
love with it when I saw it online, and I was like, I need that in my house.
It's like an old-timey kind of classic vintage-looking fridge, but I bet the freezer's really nice, huh?
Yeah. It's just a really nice. The only thing is that it's a little small. They also had an American edition, but I went for the really subtle European edition, and now I kind of regret it. But hey, maybe next time. Aesthetically,
it looks perfect, though.
Right? That's what I went for. I always go for aesthetically things, and then I'm like, is this functional? I don't know.
So if you're listening, fridge company, Duncan really needs to get that sponsorship. Like, seriously, you could do so much. Like, you could put like your music inside of a fridge or something. I don't know.
Exactly. Or whenever you open it, or when it's open for too long, then you hear me singing.
Should I intro this normally too, by the way? I feel bad. I'm Robin. I'm from Energy, and you are Duncan Laurence, and you are a 2019 Eurovision songwriter winner for the song Arcade. How are you doing as far as success with the song Arcade? Are you kind of overwhelmed still?
Yeah, I'm still overwhelmed by all the places it's traveled this year, because it's just been crazy. I mean, I got to perform on the Ellen Show, the Today Show. I won Eurovision with it. I did a whole European tour in the meantime, before lockdown happened, of course. And I'm planning my new European tour right now. So it's just crazy. It really opened so many doors for me.
You know what also is really cool, and because I like to stalk people's Instagram sometimes before I talk to them, and like your music is featured on the Hulu series Love Victor.
It is. I'm so happy with that, and I'm so proud, because I got a message a couple of months ago of my friend Leland, who is the executive producer of the soundtrack of Love Victor season 2, and I was just so excited when he asked me, like, I have this song, do you want to co-write it? Do you want to sing it? It's going to be for this scene. And when I saw the scene, I got goosebumps. It's just such a great series, because it really inspires people throughout the world, young kids especially, all around the world, to just love who they want to love and be who they are.
Be yourself. Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you are very familiar with, working on being yourself, and I cannot say the name of the place where you are from. It's Netherlands. I know that. How do you pronounce the name of your town?
Well, right now I'm in Amsterdam, but
that's easier.
Town I grew up, the town I grew up in is called Hellevoetsluis.
I'm not going to attempt that. But it's beautiful.
It sounds beautiful. They did it on the Today Show, and I was like shocked, because it was like fluent, and I was like, you practiced on that, because I know for a fact that's a really difficult word for American people.
I'm not going to pretend that I did not practice saying it, but I was like, nah, I don't want to insult him.
Let's skip that one.
I don't want to insult that town of 40,000 people,
Yeah, well, it's going to be okay. If you do, it's also fine. We don't get insulted easily.
How do people from your hometown react to you and your big success?
I actually can't go there. I mean, my parents still live there, but whenever I go there, I just have to take selfies in the supermarket between the tomatoes and the cucumbers. I have to take videos, everything. So
you got to sign a loaf of bread.
Yeah, it's just, I'm going there, and I'm going with like my hat on, my sunglasses, a mask, which is really, really helpful in those cases.
I'm gonna kind of miss the mask thing, because like being able to go to the grocery store or something and seeing somebody from years ago that I don't really feel like talking to, I know that I'm like, when I take the mask off, they're gonna know.
Yeah, they're gonna see me and recognize me. Well, I think I'm just gonna buy a couple of really fashionable masks and just still wear them.
Have you thought about possibly getting a bunch of fake mustaches?
No, never. But now that you say it, it could be a really good idea.
I tell you, I have a stock full of fake mustaches in the garage, and I can send you some fake
Really?
mustaches if you need a good
Next
handlebar.
time-
You want a Burt Reynolds?
Robin, next time I'm there in real life, I really want to borrow one of your mustaches.
No, it'll be a gift. It'll be a gift. Yeah.
Yes, I'll wear
So
it
you
with
get.
pride.
So that's the thing that you got to come to California. You got to come to Bakersfield, or at least the States. We would love to have you here in the States.
I'd love that. As soon as the borders open, I'm gonna hop
Mm-hmm.
on that plane and fly over to the States, because I can't wait to be there. It's so unfortunate that they haven't opened it yet, but for all the right reasons, of course.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, oh, come on, I can't wait anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like we are, as of yesterday, when this is being, we're doing the interview, as of yesterday, Disneyland is open, or not Disneyland, but things like Disneyland, like a bunch of theme parks
Wow.
and a bunch of attractions. Like California is wide open now. And so
That's
I think
amazing.
we're all like itching to get out. I'm just excited to go to the grocery store, like that's,
Yeah. That's kind of what lockdown did to you, isn't it? Like you're
yeah.
like, what am I going to do today? The grocery store? Like, oh, that's already like an activity for the day.
I know it's like a to do now. It's such a big deal where like, oh, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go put on some makeup. I'm gonna brush my
Yeah.
hair. I'm gonna go out the door, and I'm gonna
look
go to.
fine for the supermarket.
I'm gonna go buy some almond milk today. you know.
Oh, that's so cool. No, but actually, we got this great message last week here in the Netherlands that starting from the end of July, all festivals are going to be normal again, completely
Oh.
normal. Thousands of people in a field again with music, bands, beer, whatever you want. So I'm really looking forward to that, actually, so I can finally start gigging again.
Well, who do you like to see in concert? Because I know that you were on Eurovision. I have always appreciated like the death metal bands on Eurovision, but like
rock, hallelujah.
But what kind of bands are you into? Like as a fan going to concerts to go check out?
I mean, I love Kings of Leon. I love Snow Patrol, but the bad thing is that they kind of had a little break, and now it's kind of. I don't know if they're back or
I don't know what they're doing either.
No,
I would love to have alternative rock chat with you because.
Yes. Yeah. I love the one that is really high on my bucket list, but that is so difficult here in Europe because they never really come to the Netherlands is the Foo Fighters. I really want to see the Foo Fighters. So I want that.
Let me tell you, and here in Bakersfield, I am town renowned, so to speak, as far as my love for Foo Fighters. I have Dave Grohl prints over here, and like a prayer candle. If Foo Fighters come to town, I'm not saying that sometimes they rehearse here, but sometimes they do. If they come, if they come to town and the borders open, you need to get to Bakersfield, and we'll get this going.
Oh my God. Oh, I actually would like get a heart attack when I meet Dave Grohl, I think.
I don't, you know what? I cried when I met the drummer Taylor. I cried, and it wasn't like talking to him, but afterwards I just started sobbing because I looked terrible and I had a sinus infection. I'm like, of all days. But yeah, I would love to go take you to a Foo Fighters show. I would love to see you at a Foo Fighters show.
That. I would
oh my gosh!
I mean, that's been on my bucket list for so many years, ever since I started listening in high school to alternative rock. And a lot of people were always like, why do you listen to that stuff? Because EDM was really big here. And I was like, mind your own business. I like this stuff. I'm not going to give this up for anyone.
You can like all kinds of different types of music. I have found that, like I have like Beastie Boys behind me back here, Shirley Manson from Garbage back here, Incubus, My Chemical Romance. Like you can like all kinds of different kinds of music on top of listening to Bing Crosby or something, you can listen to it.
I mean, you have different emotions, so it's really logical that you also listen to different types of music and different moods, kind of. So yeah, I think I like that idea. Actually, I can't. Every time people ask me like, "What is your favorite type of music? Your favorite artist?" It's always so difficult to answer because one day I can be like listening to the new album of who knows, like Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, or a really big pop star like Katy Perry, and I'm like, yeah, I did
Yeah.
this. And then I listened to the Foo Fighters. I'm like, oh yeah, I like this. I grew up with Paramore too. I would love to see Paramore
Oh,
in
they're
real life
great
one day too.
too. I feel like I need to be like your weird aunt who takes you under her weird rock wing and takes you to a
Yes,
bunch of concerts and be like, all
yeah,
right, now this band is called Rise
yeah,
Against, you know, and
yeah, yeah.
I need you
Oh,
to
I love
tell,
that.
I would like to introduce you to some Motorhead as well.
That's great. Do you know who I saw recently who completely changed their music? Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh, no kidding, right? And they're doing stuff with like Evanescence too. But I mean, like, yeah,
It's
they're
crazy.
but good
I
for
was
them,
listening I was listening to this music and I was like, who is this? Because it was at a festival where I was performing too, and I was like, who is this? It sounds great. And then they
right?
said, it's Bring Me the Horizon. I was like, what? What happened? How did
What
they switch?
changed?
Yeah,
Because they
it's
can do what
great.
they
It's
want. They're
crazy.
bringing the horizon. They can get
Exactly.
like all kinds of melodies and stuff. So, oh my God, I
And
could
they
talk
have
about rock and roll with you forever.
forever because they have different moods, different emotions, and they
Hmm.
just switch it up. And I love that. It's
So, do
never
you think
boring.
like moving forward, do you think you'll ever like maybe have like a little bit more of an alternative rock kind of, like lean in some of your music in the future?
I would love that actually because I really like it. I grew up with that music. I listened to it every single day when I was young. So I do think when I, open up a little bit more towards that
Hmm.
alternative rock side and the more epic kind of, rock kind of songs, I think I would actually be good at writing them because I know where I'm coming from and
Yeah,
where the core is at. So yeah, hopefully one day it would be fun.
I think that's awesome. And what do you have planned for the future going forward?
Well, in the next months, I'm just diving into the studio, locking myself up away from all input and just focusing on new music, writing and creating new music. So I'm really looking forward to that because just like we said, I can't wait to develop this new world, this new album, just an evolution, I love that. So
I love
I'm
that.
working
Yeah.
on that. Yeah.
You know what? You are doing really great things. Your home is beautiful. I mean, like it's
Thank you.
minimalist, and I love that, and I
I love
appreciate
it.
black and gray and white. And I think that you're doing great things. And congratulations on all your success because you've worked really
Thank you so much.
hard, and you've coming from an itty bitty little town. That's a
Itty bitty
big,
little
big
town in
deal.
itty bitty little tiny country.
So next time you're in California, we're gonna slap on our fake mustaches. We're gonna go see Foo
Yes, and
Fighters,
go to a rock concert.
and we're gonna get you that fridge endorsement.
Yes, we'll bring it
Yeah.
everywhere with beers for Dave Grohl.
He would love that, I promise.
Yes, I know.
I could talk to you forever. I know you got to move on. Duncan Laurence, you are adorable. You are wonderful. And I can't wait to see what's next from you.
Me too. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope we can meet up in real life soon. I
I
really
would
hope
love
that.
that.
Me
I would
too.
love that.
Enjoy
Yay.
your day. Thank you so much for the
Thank
interview.
you. Thank you so much. Have a
Thanks.
great one.
Bye bye. Thanks.
Bye.